Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. Tonight we are streaming live on YouTube, Section 6 AAA quarterfinal volleyball. No, we're not streaming on YouTube, but we are taping live from the Benilde-St. Margaret's Gymnasium in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, where we are bringing you quarterfinal action in number 7 seed Mound Westonka Whitehawks visiting the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights. My name is Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us here for this quarterfinal matchup featuring the heavily favored Benilde-St. Margaret's. They come in with a 17-10 record. Mound Westonka coming in with a 10-16 record. They have not played each other this year. The only one common opponent that I could see was Bloomington Jefferson, and they both lost to Jefferson. Jefferson is a ranked team in the top 10 of the state. At least they were earlier in the year. So that isn't going to be much of an indication of how this matchup should turn out. One thing I'll note in the starting lineups, Mound Westonka, very, very young. They're starting 2 8th graders and a 9th grader and 2 10th graders and an 11th grader and a 12th grader. Meanwhile, Benilde has several seniors and upperclassmen. So that could prove the difference, just the pure experience by Benilde. And we're underway, and that is the kill shot by number 24, Sierra Lumpkin, the junior. And a great start here for the Red Knights. And back to serve for them is number 5, Anna Johansson. She's the one freshman on the floor, and she gets that serve nicely over. And a mistimed jump by number 6. That was Taryn Paglau, the freshman. There she is. And that makes it 2-0 here. Benilde, best of 5, will move on to the semifinals on Friday night. If Benilde wins, that'll be right back here at 7 o'clock. And ParkTV 16 Sports intends to be there should Benilde win. And now that point goes to Mound Westonka with that play right at the net. Here's the set and the block attempt. And both players, Lumpkin was there, but just unable to execute well. And now back to serve, that's number 15, Kendall Ritchie, sophomore, gets that ball in. And the kill shot attempt coming up was number 25, Erica Lee. Mound Westonka keeps it alive. Now a chance for Benilde and Lumpkin, and she gets her second kill shot of the night, puts Benilde up 3-1. Look at that smile by number 24, Lumpkin, and watch that beautiful set behind the back by number 18 for Benilde, Anna Lervik. So often I've said this before, the set is everything. Now back to serve, that is number 20 for the Red Knights, Ellery Clark, the sophomore. She gets that ball in. Westonka's number 1 takes that shot, that's Paglau, and that's a great kill shot by number 1. Maquina Peglo, the sophomore outside hitter, well-timed jump, and she found the opening as the back row was just leaning back, couldn't quite come up with it, and that makes it 3-2 here, Westonka, so they're hanging in there early on. That's number 4 to serve, Kennedy Schmidt, the senior. That jump service is in, and unable to handle it in the back row, Molly Voss. She's their senior captain, usually very adept on defense. Ranked number 5 on the team, and now we're tied at 3 here in game 1. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports, and now the second serve for Kennedy Schmidt, and that ball sails long, so point to Benilde, 4-3 here. First one to 25, wins game 1, and now back to serve for the Red Knights, number 22. That is Izzy Seifert, the sophomore. That ball is in, and a terrible set that time on the back row by number 4, Kennedy Schmidt. I think she was a little handcuffed. She didn't know whether she should set it or bump it. And the timing of it just went right up to Benilde's number 10, and she knew exactly what to do with it. Lily Eigner, the junior captain, and the leading attacker on this team. And now, here comes Lumpkin with her 3rd kill shot in a row. She is off to a great start here, number 24. And another great set. Let's see who did it this time. That was number 20, Ellery Clark, the sophomore, to Lumpkin, the junior. And the point went to Benilde, but now that ball results in a point for Westonka, but still the lead remains at 2. We're at 6-4 here. And now back to serve, that's number 3 for Mound Westonka. That's Bridget Budzius, the 8th grader, one of the 2. Ball sails out of bounds, results in a point for the Red Knights, 7-4. Now back to serve, number 17, that is Michaela Dooley. She's their 2nd leading server, and that's why it results in another point for Benilde. Looking at a stat sheet here, she wins 823% of her serves. Back to serve again, up 8-4. They've now doubled Westonka's score. Still early, tip shot, now the save, the set to the near side, and the kill shot, that time attempted again by Eigner. And now Westonka comes back with their own brilliant kill shot by number 3 for the Whitehawks. That was Bridget Budzius, the 8th grader. So just because she's in 8th grade doesn't mean she's not effective. That was a heck of a kill shot there. And the Whitehawks are now within 3 here in game 1, 8-5. Now the set, and that ball sails long. Kill shot attempted by number 18, Anna Lervik, the junior. And that gives the Whitehawks, their 6th point, and now back to serve. Number 11, that is Class Lawrence, a junior. She gets that ball in, and now the kill shot by Eigner, and boy, did she bring the power on that. Nothing the back row for the Whitehawks could do about that. Watch her get up for this. Big running stop and just timed it, and the angle she took, nothing anyone could do with the power and the direction and aim on that shot by Eigner. Makes it 9-6. Now serving again here, number 18, Lervik. And that serve results in another point, now 10-6 Red Knights. Lervik will get another opportunity here. Momentum clearly with the Red Knights now here as they open up a 4-point lead, and that sails long, unforced error by Lervik, and the Red Knights gives the Whitehawks another point, and there you can see a substitution checking in is McQueena Peglow, number 1. She is a sophomore for Mound Westonka, and back to serve, number 22, Hannah Drilly. And look at that next kill shot by Lily Eigner. She is also feeling it. There was a nice block attempt at the front by Peglow and number 5, Schmidt. However, that ball went out of bounds. Now back to serve, that is Molly Voss, senior captain. And that shot was well placed. I think that was by number 22. Right there, no, the tip back to number 2. Well set there, and nice shot there by number 2. That's Megan Kreiser, another 8th grader. Really sensed where that soft spot was in the middle of the defense for the Red Knights, but now that serve sails long, and unforced error by the Whitehawks makes it 12-8 here, game 1. And now back to serve, and just checking in for the Red Knights, that's Anna Johansson, the freshman. That serve is in, the kill shot is declared out. That was close, it was on the far side, hard for me to see. As we see another great set and another kill shot, they let it go. And it does sail clearly long, so good decision by number 22 for the Red Knights to let that go, Sappert. And another point to the Red Knights on that serve, and still serving is number 5, Anna Johansson. She ranks 7th on the team in service percentage at 87%. And she is showing why right there. Now another chance here, Voss. The set, and this time again. That is 4 in a row. She's 4 for 4 with kill shots. And that was for number 24, Lumpkin. I think that ball was in. Did it get overruled, though? It did. It got overruled by the umpire. The judge right there at the corner called it in, but it got overruled. So 14-9 our score, 5-point lead for the Red Knights. Now back to serve, number 15 for Mound Westonka. Kendall Ritchie, the sophomore, gets it in. Now the set, and that kill shot sails long. It was attempted by number 22 for the Red Knights, Izzy Sappert, the sophomore. There was the set, and she was a little off center, wasn't she? It looked like it was a little to her left. And that caused that kill shot to go long and right, or more right, not long. And now a second serve here for Ritchie for the West Hawks. And Lumpkin gets her 5th kill shot. Although that one previous didn't count, but it should have, I felt. But look at her. She is just firing on all cylinders, isn't she? Great body control at the net, didn't get near it. And she is really inspiring her teammates, and I can really feel that energy as now the Red Knights up by 5 once again, 15-10, and now the serve by number 22. Oh, excuse me, that was number 20, Ella Clark, and now another kill shot attempt by Lumpkin. Gets deflected, sails long, was it tipped at the net? It was. Off the Red Knights. So that point results goes to Westonka. Let's see, just at the net, it just got touched, maybe right there. It was right in front of the official, and that's what he called. Hard to argue with that call based on that replay. Now number 4, back to serve, Kennedy Schmidt, the senior. As the Whitehawks are hanging in there, they're still just down 4, as the Red Knights have been trying to put them away, and Lumpkin, and this time she misses the mark. Great body control again, great power, just misdirection. She comes running up. Just missed wide right, but that gives that young woman right there, Kennedy Schmidt, another chance at the service, and just down 3 here now, 15-12. Red Knights 10 points from the victory in game 1. Best of 3 moves on to the semifinals this coming Friday. And the tip, and this time Lumpkin gets that one to go. Point awarded to the Red Knights. They stop the bleeding there, and she just has that running start, doesn't she? That is her signature move, coming from left to right. 3 giant steps and a jump and a turn, and the kill shot. She's been very effective here. I think only missed 2, and now that's a let service, but that counts. You know, in tennis, they always say, hey, you know, to the other side, like I got lucky there. Not here, though, let's see, number 22, Izzy Sappert gets that point. They're up 5 again, matching their largest lead here in game 1. Looking to expand on that, and that kill shot goes in on that right side. Number 18 was Anna Lervik, the junior. Comes through big time, and that results in a timeout for Ashley Schrader, the head coach for Mound Westonka Whitehawks. And we'll look at Michael Becker, the head coach for the Red Knights. Team off to a very good start here. Just got to their largest lead. This is a 1-minute timeout. It'll give me an opportunity to talk about the 6 AAA bracket. So all 8 teams in the 6 AAA volleyball sectional, there it is, are in action tonight. The bottom of the bracket has Benilde going against Mound Westonka. At the top of the bracket, you have New Prague versus Kennedy. And then in between, Delano, Orono, the 4th and 5th seed, and of course, Holy Angels and Jordan, way down south of the river, in the 6th seed. And the highest seed will host on Friday. That means if Benilde wins, they will host either Holy Angels or Jordan next Friday, this coming Friday, right back here. And I believe we will be here broadcasting it as well at ParkTV 16 Sports. Okay, following the timeout by Westonka, it's service again here for number 22, Izzy Sappert. She just got a point before that timeout. And that timeout paid dividends for Ashley Schrader and her Whitehawks, as it results in a turnover on the serve and a point for the Westhawks as they're hanging tough in here, despite coming in with a losing record at 10-16. And now to serve, that's number 3, Bridget Brutsius. And Eigner, great kill shot, but handled well in the back row by Westonka. Now Eigner does the tip shot. And a chance here for the Whitehawks, and that kill shot blocked at the net by Lumpkin. Another kill shot by Eigner, but she was in the net, and that's going to result in a point to the Whitehawks, and now they pull back within 4. Hanging in there in game 1, and the Red Knights were clearly in the net there, so good call by the referee or umpire. Now the serve, now Lumpkin, and she goes wide left on that. So she's starting to lose her aim here after getting off 4 or 5 almost perfect shots, showing the frustration there, obviously. So I think sometimes you can get so excited and you get a little over anxious, and she just got to calm it down a little bit internally there, I think. Otherwise, she's playing well. Now she decides to tip. She may have been a little gun shy there after those last couple of misses, and now off the net, and that's going to result in a point for the Red Knights, and that is just a miscalculation, is it? If you look up high, there's this curtain that is hanging down, and that was the problem for the Whitehawks, is now they're down 4 again. A chance for Eigner, and Westonka does keep it. Now the kill shot back, saved by number 17. Well done by Michaela Dooley, who leads on defense for the Red Knights. No surprise after that play. Blocked at the net. Now a chance for the Red Knights, and that beautiful kill shot for number 15, who had just checked in for the Red Knights. That is Shelby Scott, the senior, and she just used deft perception there, just getting it over that front line and finding that soft spot. And now another service chance here for Michaela Dooley, the junior, who's railed off several points and gets another one to go in. Now that drop shot taken by Westonka, and the kill shot successfully made by number 18, Anna Lervik. And now the largest lead of game 1 right here. Good set by that second row for the Red Knights, and now again a service chance for Dooley, and she is on a roll here, looking to close it out. Number 17 is very hot. Michaela Dooley, the junior, brings the Red Knights to a 7-point lead here. We got a 1-minute timeout by Ashley Schrader and the Whitehawks, and probably not a bad time to take it with the game on the line. And they're facing their biggest deficit at 7, and the Red Knights are on the cusp of winning game 1 here. They're just 3 points from the victory. If Westonka wants to try to sneak out this game, they really almost have to play perfectly, don't they? They have to just rail off a bunch of points here to get back to 22. And for the Red Knights, as we look at Michael Becker, the head coach, talk, it's hard to say what he's saying, but I think the team just needs to keep doing what they're doing. They're playing very well here game 1. They seem to be on their game. Not too many unforced errors. Clearly the timeout was mostly to try to cool off the Red Knights, and especially their server, Michaela Dooley, number 17. She's their leading server on the team, folks, as I look at this stat sheet. Number 1 in stats, 93% success rate while serving. Trying to close it out here. Another ball in for Dooley. That kill shot, the save, it goes in. What a shot by Dooley. Not only is she doing it at the service line, she can't believe it. And if you can get her reaction, she can't believe it either. What an amazing play right there. And it gets it over the net and in, or did they call it out? Nope, it's in. What a play by Dooley. You'll never see anything better in volleyball than I've seen. That was a heck of a dive by her. And now we're at game point here in game 1. Dooley has won the last 6 or 7 points here, diving and serving. Trying to close it out, and boy, she deserves it. Another serve in, playing defense are the Whitehawks. Now the set, and the kill shot, and the Whitehawks hang in there, but what a run by number 17 for the Red Knights. Michaela Dooley has essentially won this game here for the Red Knights here at the end. They're still game point. Served by Westonka. Now the chance for Shelby Scott, and now she ends it there. Our final score as Scott gets that kill shot. There she is. The Red Knights off to a good start here in this best of 5. They win game 1, 25-16. Stay around for game number 2.
New message.
Your social security number has been suspended. If you do not contact us, your account will be deactivated.
Scammers are aggressive when they contact a potential victim. Social Security Administration employees will never threaten you for information or promise benefits in exchange for information. In those cases, the call is fraudulent and you should just hang up. Don't provide any personal or financial information to these thieves. Call the Social Security Fraud Hotline at 1-800-269-0271.
We're back and welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports production of 6 AAA girls sectional volleyball. We are at the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, about to begin game number 1 in this quarterfinal matchup between the number 2 seed Benilde-St. Margaret Red Knights and the Mound Westonka White. What are they? The White Hawks. They used to be something else. They changed their name way back in the day, but Benilde got the best of them in game 1, mostly. Well, it was a team effort. Everybody played well. Lily Eigner, but especially at the end, Michaela Dooley basically served it out, winning maybe 6 or 7 of the last 8 points to get them to game point before they finally took the serve away from her. But then the Red Knights took it right after that. Also playing well to finish it off was Shelby Scott with great 2 kill shots, and also Sierra Lumpkin, who had 5 kill shots at least in the first game. And now the game 2 starts out by the White Hawks, and we're underway. Benilde on our right, White Hawks on our left, and they do get that first point on their serve, and that was made by Megan Kreiser, just an 8th grader. There she is. So 1 point lead here in game 2, so good start here for the White Hawks. And Lumpkin now misfires on that kill shot. And the White Hawks, who come in with a 10-16 record, have a 2-0 lead here early in game 2, and there is the 8th grader, Megan Kreiser, with her 3rd consecutive serve in, and she might have a chance at getting the 3rd point as Benilde is unable to save it. So White Hawks not intimidated at all here with their losing record and their low seed, or high seed I should say, whatever you want to refer to it, 7th out of 8. And their serve is in again by the 8th grader Kreiser. She's a heck of a player. Now the kill shot ends that initial run. Number 25 with it, Erica Lee. Look at that big smile. There is no, I've played a little bit of organized volleyball in my time. Not a lot, but it is a great feeling when you do have a kill shot. It's got to rank up there with anything else in sports. Very, I don't know, just feels good, doesn't it? And that smile tells everything when that happens. And there is another point now for the Red Knights as they pull within 1 at 3-2 here early in game 2. Again, I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us for this broadcast. Benilde now at 3-2. Serving is number 20. That's Ellery Clark, the sophomore. Now a chance for the White Hawks in the kill attempt by Reglo. And now Lumpkin misses again. So after getting off to a very accurate start, she has now misfired on, I think, about 3 in a row. So somewhere she needs to figure that out, hopefully. And that means the White Hawks are up 4-2. Back to serve, number 15, Kendall Ritchie, the sophomore. And the save by number 22, Saffert, and a chance for the White, blocked by Lumpkin. Another kill shot attempt by number 3, that's Budzius. And now Dooley with the set. And the kill shot was by number 18, Anna Lervik, and she does get the point. And Red Knights now just down 1, 4-3 here early in game 2. Voss takes a seat. Eigner checks in, back to serve. Number 22 is Saffert. She gets it in. Defensive play there by the White Hawks. The kill attempt by Lervik is defended well, but another chance for the Red Knights. And another kill shot blocked. That could have been going out of bounds. They might have wanted to let that go. But now Eigner from deep in the first row gets the kill shot to go, and what an incredible shot that was by Lily Eigner, the junior, just because she wasn't that close to the net. Got the White Hawks to bite on it. And now we're tied at 4 here in game 2. If you're just joining us, the Red Knights won game 1, 25-16. And now they're tied here at game 2, best of 5. The set to Eigner, and her kill shot gets partially blocked at the net, and a chance for number 3. That's Bertzius for the Whitehawks. It gets blocked. Eigner goes again. Nice defensive play there by Kreiser. That 8th grader is really starting to impress me. Kreiser on the service and on those saving those kill shots. As the Red Knights get the point and Eigner comes through again, but boy, did they work for that as the ball went back and forth. Now back to serve once again. Again is Safford with the first lead of game 2 at 5-4. Kill shot blocked at the net. Eigner with the set. Now back to number 18, that is Lervik, and she gets the kill shot to go. There she is, Anna Lervik, the junior, and what a great set behind the back by Ellery Clark, the sophomore. Gets Benilde a 2-point lead now at 6-4, and now another great serve, and that time an unforced error in the back row. Uncharacteristic, I'd say, of the Whitehawks, but they are still more inexperienced, especially just being in these long matches with all this pressure. But they do have some talent over there, although it's very young talent. 7-4 now the score. Safford back to serve once again. She is on a roll here with her serves. And she does rank 4th. She wins again, and now a good outcome there for Lumpkin as she struggled late in game 1 in the early parts here of game 2, but gets that shot to go, and now a 4-point lead for the Red Knights, which is where they were most of game 1 until they closed it out with a 9 or 10-point win. And now a nice shot from the front row. I think that was by number 12, or no, that was number 2 again. Kreiser. Or no, it was number 12. I thought I saw that right. Yep, number 12. I don't always, though. That was, who was that? That was Annika Weir, a sophomore. Now back to serve number 4 for the Whitehawks. That is Kennedy Schmidt, the senior. And Lervik with that kill shot. It goes out of bounds, so the point goes to the Whitehawks. And a consecutive service opportunity here for Kennedy Schmidt, the senior. There she is, got the gum going there, and gets that shot to go in on the serve, but Eigner brings the kill shot. What a great save there by Ritchie for the Whitehawks, and they save it, but now another great opportunity for Lumpkin, and that ball gets down, and Lumpkin has found her range again, 2 in a row, and all is right in the world for Sierra Lumpkin. She gets up there, and boy, does she bring the hammer down. Nothing Ritchie could do to reach for that one, and now it's 9-6 and a 3-point lead once again for the Red Knights. There comes Dooley with the nice save. Now the tip again to Lervik. And that goes deep. Nice play there, I thought, by the Whitehawks. But here's another chance for Lervik. Stopped by Ritchie in the back row for the Whitehawks, and blocked at the net, this time by Shelby Scott. The block kill, there she is. She is playing very well off the bench tonight, both in game 1 and now here in game 2. As there was the kill shot, and she got that to go down. Right there with her was number 10, Eigner, and a 4-point lead once again for the Red Knights at 10-6. Blocked again by Scott. It's good. Oh my goodness. Ritchie going for it. She pops right back up. Number 15 really laying it on the line there. And now a 5-point lead, and now the dangerous number 1 server on the team, Michaela Dooley, the junior. And that ball played by Ritchie for the Whitehawks, and now Eigner gets that point, and I think, yep, they're gonna, well, I'm looking at the signs here. Was she on the net or not? Oh, they're gonna call her on the net. Both referees were communicating back and forth, and I wasn't watching the replay. Eigner looked back. Dooley was celebrating, but the point, and now they're gonna come over for clarification there. You can see number 18, Lervik. junior looking maybe for clarification. The coach is coming out. He's got a problem with the call. I wasn't certain of it either. And let's see, where's the ball? Still don't know who has it. Oh, there's the serve. Yeah, it's gonna go to the Whitehawks, so they get that point. It's 11-7 now. So they're saying Eigner touched the net. Very hard to see. And there was a discrepancy, but the guy that's on the ladder has the final say on the far end, and that's who ruled on that play. All right, now back to live action. Whitehawks. There's the set to Lervik, and this time it was a little behind her, and that caused the ball to go into the net. So now a second consecutive point for the Whitehawks. You can see Coach Ashley Schrader very involved as we look at number 3, the server, Bridget Butsius. She gets it in. Now Eigner comes up, blocked at the net, successfully at the net by the Whitehawks, and that was number 11, along with number 22, Hannah Drill and Chase Lawrence. One of those two women got the shot, and now another scoring chance here. Service opportunity for number 3, Bridget Butsius, another 8th grader out there. Nice diving save there by Saffert. And Eigner with the kill shot, blocked at the net. So well done by the Whitehawks, blocking some of those kill shots at the net to keep the ball alive and play defensive volleyball. Now Eigner goes deep, they call it out, but it was touched, tipped by a Whitehawk. And that's gonna give the point to the Red Knights. Let's look at the replay. There's Dooley. Eigner, yeah, got tipped at the net, didn't it? And it may have gotten tipped, and it was in. I don't know why they called it out. That's the second missed call by the line judge at the back there in that corner, it would seem to me. So 12-9 our score. And another point for the Whitehawks as they're hanging tough. I look down at the coach, Ashley Schrader. She's very pleased with what she's seeing. She looks like a very good coach. She's got a young team here, but this team has some young, really good talent as we look at number 11, Chase Lawrence, a junior. Nice save in the back row again by Safford, as she's really playing great defensive volleyball, and she is responsible for that point. She got that ball, dug it out to Eigner, and allowed her to do it. Watch this. Oh, we missed that part of it. But just before then, number 22, Safford, dug that out. Now in to serve Molly Voss, the senior captain, with a 3-point lead here at 13-10. They lead 1-0 in the best-of-5 quarterfinal. Now the ball played by Voss. Nice bump, and now that is Shelby Scott, and boy, is she on fire tonight. I don't think she's missed a kill opportunity all night. That is like her 4th. Look at her come winding around to set herself up and just perfectly go straight up, balanced. And it was her hustle to get herself into position to execute that kill shot so well that made that happen. Just pure hustle there by Shelby Scott. Well done. Now the set by 22, that's Drill. And the whistle, and this time in the neutral zone were the Red Knights, so they give up possession of the serve, as now we have someone new checking in. That is number 28 for Mound Westonka. Have not seen her before. Simone Boucher, a senior captain, seeing her first action, and she looks quite tall out there. Let's see what kind of damage she can do on that front line for the Whitehawks as they now have a chance. And look at that rifle shot by number 2, Megan Kreiser. She continues to impress me. There's the set by Kreiser and the block at the net. Number 25 was there, Erica Lee, along with Shelby Scott, who continues to impress tonight here. I think they both got a piece of it. Well done, that fence. And now into serve, number 5 for the Red Knights, Anna Johansson, the freshman, and she is definitely concentrating, pounding that ball up 4 here, 15-11, 10 points from the winning game number 2 and a 2-0 lead. And that was misplayed by number 2, Kreiser, one of the few mistakes she's made. And right there at the net for another block point was number 18, Lervik. Now another service opportunity for that woman right there, Anna Johansson, the freshman, with a 5-point lead, 16-11. She gets another one in. Now Kreiser brings the kill shot and it sails long. But my goodness, does she have talent. Kreiser, keep an eye on her. She is a marvel to watch. And there's number 5. Oh, she's enjoying it. She's on a run. Hopefully she's not losing concentration there. She's getting encouragement from the bench. Hopefully not a lack of focus, not at all. She gets that in. Now the drop shot and the kill attempt. This time again by 25, Erica Lee into the net. So I don't know, it felt like just at first that she mistimed her jump. She goes up and she was a little back. Something was just a little off, and of course there were 2 defenders right there to distract her. So a good run though for number 5 at the service line, Anna Johansson. She gives them a 5-point lead as they're closing in on the end of game number 2. And now an unfortunate unforced error on the service for the Whitehawks. Boy, just when the Whitehawks needed to get something going, and now we watch the substitution here by the Red Knights. Lurvik comes out, in comes Ellery Clark to serve, and they are now just 7 points from the win in game 2 with a 6-point lead. And that serve is in. Now the kill shot by Butsias, the 8th grader, now to the near side, and that goes off the front row. What a save by Richie for the Whitehawks. Boy, she is just laying her body out all night long. Now Lumpkin, and she has definitely found her range there with a 3rd kill shot in a row after going through a dry spell there. Late in game 1, early in game 2, finds her range again, and what a great set. It was the short set, wasn't too high. It kept the front line of the Whitehawks off balance. Brilliant play there by the Red Knights as they're up 19-12. And that set was off, but well covered for by Boucher, who just checked in a few moments ago. Now another chance for the Red Knights. Dooley back over her head, and the kill shot goes down for number 22, Safford. So many spectacular performances we're seeing here on the Red Knight team. Safford comes through. She was doing it on defense, and there she does it on offense. And just the pure power, just blew it through that fence that was right there, but unable to handle it because of the power. And now a chance for the Whitehawks, and they get that to go. That was number 3, the 8th grader, Bridget Butsias. And the block attempt failed to result in a point for the Red Knights, but now they are just 5 points from the victory in game 2 with a 7-point lead, and definitely in the driver's seat as they get that kill shot to go as Lurvik checks back in. There she is, number 18, Anna Lurvik, the junior. And just all the players are having great performances here for the Red Knights. There's real synergy out there, and they're just playing well and having fun. Now 4 points from the victory in game 2. And Richie goes long, and she must be getting tired out there. That felt like that was just tiredness. She's been really working how, and now a timeout by Ashley Schrader, the head coach for the Whitehawks. And I think that might be just to give her players a rest, even though they're going to get a rest here at the end of game 2. But it's looking unlikely that they're going to come back here. They're down 9. And the Red Knights have just 3 points as we watch her. So I think she's just trying to get them to take a deep breath. I like her body language. She seems like a really good coach. I like the way her team plays. I think they're just not quite as talented, and they're much younger than the Red Knights. And this is great experience for this young team. For many of them, they're probably their first section quarterfinal, especially the 8th graders. Can't imagine they were playing in 7th grade. And these 8th graders for the Whitehawks, I cannot say enough about them, especially Megan Kreiser, Bridget Butsias, both 8th graders, really making their presence felt out there, which bodes well for Mound Westonka. In the years coming forward, we'll see if we do any section games in the years to come here, whether Mound Westonka moves up in that seeding, just based on some of the talent I see here. And what I think is just a good coach. She's got a great demeanor and get a good feeling from her. So I think there's good times ahead here for the Mound Westonka girls volleyball team. And now back to try to close it out. The serve by number 22, Safford. And that ball sails long. So another timeout. You know, these timeouts more than most of the time, the in volleyball, when there's a timeout, it does result in a turnover, so you kind of cool off that momentum. So they really are important when it comes to that kind of strategy. Okay, now back to serve. Kennedy Schmidt down a bunch here, and that ball saved by Dooley and saved by number 20, Clark. And now a chance for the Whitehawks, and now Dooley to Clark, all the way across to Eigner, and look at Ritchie with that save. Great volleyball action, folks. Really great plays on both sides on this point, and now it goes down for Lervik. She took a little something off that and found it along the line, and look at that smile as she gets the 23rd point. She can't believe it, but they're playing in a sort of an unconscious way, and when you're in that zone, the good things happen. And now, unfortunately for the Whitehawks, they've got to face this woman right here, Michaela Dooley, the #1 server, trying to close it out. Just 2 points, and she gets point #1. She really is their #1 server. 93% success rate. Now it's game point. She pretty much closed out game #1, and here she is to close out game #2. Off the I-beam, and she does it. Michaela Dooley closes it out. They win 25-14. They're up 2-0. Come on back for game #3.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports production of 6th AAA Girls Sectional Volleyball. We are on the campus of Benilde-St. Margaret's, and I don't have a picture, Paul. I just want to let you know. So we're about to begin game #3 of this best-of-5 series. If you're just joining us, Benilde has won games 1 and 2 at the scores of 25-16 or 25-14. And I don't have a picture. I don't know if anybody viewing at home or wherever can see a picture. It's just me. Okay, well, then I'll just continue talking. I don't know why I don't have that. So anyway, I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us here at ParkTV 16 Sports. So we're about to begin. And Benilde will start off. They have a 2-0 lead, and in to serve is #5, Anna Johansson, the freshman. Johansson, the 7th-ranked server on the team, to start it off here in game 3 of this best-of-5 and 6 AAA girls volleyball sectional quarterfinal matchup. The winner plays Friday night. If Benilde holds on and wins one of the next 3 games, they will host the winner of the other quarterfinal in their bracket, Holy Angels and Jordan. And that kill shot attempt, this time by number 16, who checks in. That's Mallory Mathwig, a junior, seeing her first action, and that point is going to be awarded to Benilde on that kill shot. And back to serve again with a 1-0 lead is #5, Anna Johansson. And Johansson gets them off to a 2-0 lead here. So we'll see if the Red Knights are gonna just bulldoze them here in game 3. Or will the Whitehawks still put up a good fight as they did early in games 1 and 2? They may be getting tired of the barrage as Lervik takes a little something off that kill shot, and it worked by taking something off of it. Is that I watched #4, Kennedy Schmidt, try to make that play. She seemed a little off balance, thinking that that ball was going to come a lot harder than it did. So Lervik, with that kill chance, gives #5, Johansson, a 3-service winner streak here. And a 3-0 lead, and that ball goes out. Was it tipped at the front? Both referees say it was. And now it's 4-0. I think they go to 25 here, Paul, don't they? It's not a shortened game, I don't believe. No, yeah, it's only in game 5. The Red Knights off to a great start here. Another serve and a block at the net. And that time, it's Lurvik along with Lumpkin. Excuse me, no, it was Erica Lee and Lumpkin combining on that block kill attempt and conversion, and a 5-0 lead, their best start of the first 3 games. As Johansson just having her way, now 6-0 here, and a timeout by Ashley Schrader. Try to stop the momentum. As it's looking really good here for the Red Knights. They're up 2-0 and a 6-0 lead here in game 3. Try to see if we can get my monitor to work here. As I mentioned, the other teams in this tournament, and there are 8 in 6 AAA volleyball. The number 2 seed, New Prague, is taking on Bloomington Kennedy. They're the 8th seed. And then we also have, as I mentioned, Holy Angels in Jordan. Then in the upper bracket, the winner of the New Prague Bloomington Kennedy match will take on the winner of Delano and Orono. So the Delanos and Oronos, they are basically next door neighbors out there. And we're back from the timeout. And in to serve is Anna Johansson with a 6-0 lead here in game 3. And that kill shot, the timeout works again. I was mentioning that in game 2, that timeouts usually result in a turnover. And there was number 2, Megan Kreiser, the 8th grader, with that great kill shot. I really enjoy watching her play for the Whitehawks. And checking in now also for the Whitehawks, number 6, the 9th grader, Taryn Peglow. Her sister is Maquina Peglow, and there's Voss with a nice dig shot, and Lumpkin with a nice comeback after her kill shot was blocked partially. She was able to rebound and get another shot off to save that point. And the kill attempt by number 16, Mathrig, goes into the net. So a little missed time there. Results in the second point for Westonka. And back to serve is the very tough Kendall Ritchie, the sophomore. And that time, Mathwig took a little something off of it after going into the net last time, and it was handled well by the Whitehawks, and now she goes deep again. Ritchie saves it, that might have gone out. And now the kill shot by Kreiser, saved by Dooley. Those two are battling it out. And the nice touch drop shot by number 25, Erica Lee, gets that one to go down. But what great volleyball action once again here at Benilde-St. Margaret's home gymnasium. Great play there by Erica Lee. They're up 5, their earliest lead in all the games, 7-2. 5 points, and into serve is number 20 for the Red Knights, Ellery Clark. She gets that ball in. Benilde serving at a very high percentage on their service game, and now the drop shot by Lurvik, blocked at the net and into the net against the Red Knights, will result in the third. No, they're going to give the point to the Red Knights. That means that the Whitehawks were in the net. I don't have the benefit of the replay, so I won't be able to analyze it for us or for you, but back to serve with a 6-point lead again. Number 20 is Ellery Clark. And look at Kreiser bring it. Voss, what great technique by Voss in the back row. She's playing very well. That's twice she stopped Kreiser. But Kreiser, just number 2, just brings the heat. She's not very tall, very thin, and maybe their best player over there at 8th grade, really, seriously. Now, that is Lumpkin, and she has found her range here after going cold late in game 1 and early in game 2. She has been on it. Voss will check out. In comes Eigner, and also number 22 is Izzy Safford to serve with a 6-point lead, 9-3. Voss played very well in the back row, And now Izzy Safford has been scrappy all night long, gets that service to go, and another one goes in for the Red Knights. And good things happen when you serve. Now Kreiser goes deep, had to take something off of it. Lumpkin fakes the kill shot, the drop shot by Eigner works. And the Red Knights really playing well, showing great instincts out there, just like that play demonstrated. And now Safford back to serve with their largest lead here in game 3 that goes deep. Ritchie could have let it go. She mishandled it, and now defensive play by the Whitehawks. Now that's dunk shot by Lumpkin. Julie tries to save it off the basketball net, and they're going to call that out of bounds. Crowd thinks they should be able to play that off the high I-beams here, but they called that out of bounds when it hit the basketball net that's raised on the side here. Now there's Kreiser, the 8th grader, back to serve. Down 6, 10-4. Gets that serve to go in. Dooley with the bump. And the kill attempt by Lervik. Results in a point as their back row, the Whitehawks back row, unable to handle it. And boy, the Red Knights are just crushing the Whitehawks right now. 11-4 here in game 3. You can tell they smell blood, for lack of a better phrase. And now back to serve, the #1 server for the Red Knights is Dooley. And in comes Kreiser, blocked at the net by Scott for the Red Knights, saved by the Whitehawks. Now Safford gets it to Scott, and she gets the kill shot, and diving for the Whitehawks is Ritchie. Now number 22 saves it. That is drilling. Now Eigner brings it and gets the kill shot to go. My goodness. Unbelievable volleyball action here. Back and forth. Unbelievable kill shots, and now there's Julie back there. Really looking cool, calm, and collected. Number 17 gets another shot to go in at 12-4. Now a chance again for the Red Knights. Here's Dooley with the bump set. And that ball sails long on number 18, Anna Lervik, but not before Dooley racks off a few more points and extends their lead to 7. Now substituting in for the Whitehawks is number 12, that's Annika Weir, another sophomore to serve. Down 7, 12-5. Dooley gets that bump, the set, and the dunk shot, and it got played back by the Whitehawks, and then Shelby Scott, who's just been magnificent all night long at that front line, uses her instincts to do a dunk shot just to her right, results in their 13th point. Now more substitutions. Checking back in is the very tough number 15, Kendall Ritchie, and now back to serve is number 20, Ellery Clark once again. No, that's 18, I'm sorry, Anna Lervik, and that ball sails on her. So a rare unforced error from the service line for the Red Knights, and another substitution checking into serve for the Whitehawks. Number 4, Kennedy Schmidt, the senior. Her team down 7. 2-0 in the series. And that's an unforced error. That just gives more fuel to the fire for the Red Knights. Is checking in now Molly Voss. And with her is number 16 checking in for the Red Knights, Mallory Mathwig. Voss back to serve. Her specialty is that back serving and playing that back row. And she's had a great night in that role tonight. Now here to serve again. With an 8-point lead, their largest here in game 3. Now the kill shot goes long, attempted by number 2. Or was that Kreiser? No, that was number 3, the senior. No, the other 8th grader, Bridget Butsius. So Voss now at 15-6, 10 points from the victory in game 3 and a 3-0 sweep in this first round of quarterfinal action. And there's Kreiser with another kill shot in. Now the kill shot by Mathwig. And that results in a point. There was a violation in the neutral zone also by the Whitehawks, but that doesn't negate the fact that that was a heck of a kill shot by Mathwig. And another timeout taken by the Whitehawks as they are now down double digits, 16-6, the largest deficit of the night of all 3 games. as I look over at the Red Knight bench, they're standing in a circle. They seem confident. They look giddy. They're excited. They're having a great year. As I look back on their last several games, how they've been doing here, and it didn't surprise me as I expected. They have won their last 5 games in a row. Matches, I should say. And actually, they've won their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've won 10 of 11 of their last 11. So they have really turned it up. They lost, and I'm looking at the beginning of the year, they lost their first 3 of 4. Actually, they lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 8 to start the year, and now they've gone on a tear since then. So their team may be much better than their 17-10 record shows, and we'll see how far that carries them. But still, they've got some work to do here at 16-6 here in Game 3. Back to serve following the timeout, Molly Voss. She gets it in, and the kill shot results in a point. And the last 3 times that Coach Ashley Schrader for the Whitehawks has taken a timeout, it's resulted in them breaking serve and getting the point. I look over there, she must be happy with herself of making those timeouts and having it result so well. Unfortunately, it's not winning the overall objective, which is to win a game here. And that, it goes in. That was a miss hit by number 3, Bridget Budsius. But that doesn't stop them from celebrating just as if it was a brilliant shot. But she did miss-hit that and found the soft part just over the net there to make it 16-8. That was the serve she attempted before. Dooley gets the bump. Now to Mathwig, and that's blocked at the net, but saved. And Scott just mistimed her jump there, but great effort there by the Whitehawks front line. I think that was Hannah Drill, number 22, that worked hard to get that to go back up, just not giving up, showing great resilience. And now 16-9 as the Whitehawks try to make a little run here. And now that's 3 in a row following a timeout. So I look over there as Coach Anna Schrader feeling very good about that timeout. Her team has resulted in 3 consecutive service points. Or no, they won 1 and now 2, and they've won 3 in a row at 16-10. Mathwig gets that shot, now the kill shot saved by Ritchie, and a chance for the Whitehawks. And now number 11, Chase Lawrence, the junior, gets the kill shot on the great set by Hannah Drill. And they are on a serious run here as they've now come within 5. And so you wonder if the Red Knights have lost a little bit of concentration. They've got to close it out here and keep that killer instinct. Let's see if they can right the ship now. And that kill shot by Lervik does. Oh no, that was number 25, Erica Lee on that far side. I sometimes have a hard time seeing the number. And that was Erica Lee, stops the bleeding, and now all is right in the world for the Red Knights. Substitutions coming in. Shelby Scott comes out, Dooley comes out. Checking in to serve is number 5 for the Red Knights, Anna Johansson, who got them off to a great start with 6 consecutive points. Coming back in, and they are 8 points. But she continues her hot hand at the service line, 18-11. And that might have been the last hurrah, that little run there by the Whitehawks. As Schrader now stepping in, coaching, talking to number 11, Chase Lawrence. Another in serve. Kreiser with the attempt. High near the I-beams, and that was almost too high of a set, I feel. It was way up there by the rafters, and boy, that's a long time to wait to come down. And that resulted in a miss hit by the Red Knights front line and a point for the Whitehawks. So they're not out of it. They're down 6, but they've got to have some miracles happen. And back to serve, Kendall Ritchie, the very tough sophomore for the Whitehawks. It gets a good serve in back to Dooley. Lervik, that set was off, but they does work out, didn't it? It was a little too close to the net, but great adjustment by Erica Lee, number 25. Executes the dunk shot perfectly as she'll take a seat, give way to number 20 checking in, Ellery Clark, the sophomore, at 19-12, now 6 points from the match and the 3-game sweep. She gets that in. And that result, they save it, the Whitehawks do, but here comes the set by Safford. Lumpkin tried to dunk it, didn't work out. Now another chance. This time she dunks it, tried to go deeper. Ritchie gets the dive save for the Whitehawks. Now over the head, Safford to Lerbeck, saved by the Whitehawks. The never say die kid Whitehawks hanging in this one. Now the kill shot, another save. Back row, the block goes out of bounds. Point to the Whitehawks, are you kidding me? What an effort at resilience. As number 4 saved that at the end for Kennedy Schmidt for the Whitehawks. I don't have the benefit of replay tonight to look at that. Hopefully you're seeing it, but what a rally that was. As they are hanging in there down 6, Schrader gives the big congratulations to number 4, Kennedy Schmidt, who saved that at the end. And now into serve for the Whitehawks are still in there. Hannah Drill, the senior captain, trying to make one last run at the Red Knights. Can the Red Knights have the mental toughness to close it out here? And boy, do they show it there. Sierra Lumpkin gets the big kill shot, brings them to 20 and a 7-point lead once again. Voss checks out. Checking in is number 22 for the Red Knights, Izzy Safford. And she'll come in to serve with 5 points to go for the victory and a 7-point lead. A very familiar spot tonight. And that serve is in. Their percentage tonight has been incredible. And now the kill shot, that goes out of bounds, attempted by number 1, the sophomore, Maquina Peglow. And now the Red Knights are 4 points from the victory. Safford gets it in, Ritchie saves it, but against the net. And now they're at 22-13. Will Schrader take another timeout, or is she gonna let it die gracefully here? Doesn't really seem to be any point. Her team down 9. Red Knights, oh, that just gets over the net by Safford, and there's the kill shot by, I think that was by Lumpkin. I don't have the benefit of replay, but it was her and or Eichel, excuse me, Eigner. She gets that ball back to Safford. Safford came in at a 20-13 lead. She's got 3 going for 4. And that ball had to be played by the back row, didn't it? Now the kill shot by number 1, Peglow. And here comes Eigner with the kill shot, saved by Meisner. Look at that 8th grader, just her reaction. Unbelievable. Now Eigner again goes deep, on the line and in. No violations, and it's match point for Safford. Eigner just bringing the heat here to close it out, and we're at match point, 24-13. Izzy Safford, the sophomore, to close it out. Gets it in, the set, and Meisner blocked at the net by Eigner and or Lumpkin, and that wins it. Game 3 and the sweep, 25-13, the final score of Game 3. Benilde-St. Margaret sweeps the Mound Westonka Whitehawks 3-0. They'll advance to the semifinals on Friday night, right back here, and we'll be here with our production crew, ParkTV 16 Sports. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected on the crew here, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.